Hello. In the past while, I have been witnessing a lot of things on newsfeed and who am I? What am I? Can anyone read me? All kinds of things about not knowing who you are. And we need to really come into that place at this time where we know who we are. Now, that poses the question, well, if I don't know who I am, then how am I supposed to know who I am? It's your definition of who you are that is what's manifesting in your life. Who are you? Who do you want to be? How do you want to be in the world of things? Because it's your determination of who you are that creates who you are. It's a trick. And I'm seeing a lot of people fall into the trick of describe to me who you are. Describe to me who I am. And that description, when you're having somebody else describe who you are, you're in dangerous ground because they could say anything. And it would set you off on spins here and there in reality. I want you to get this point. And the point is that you're this ball of clay. Your whole reality is this ball of clay that you get to mold and you get to create and you get to manifest. The outside world that is coming into you is trying to convince you to mold your clay ball in their fashion, in their way, and the only true way is your own way, is your way. Now, through influence, you will experience molding your clay towards what you're hearing and seeing. And reality is subjective. It is your ball of clay. And you can mold it any way that you wish. This means you can mold it in a way that creates your own attitudes and perceptions and beliefs about life. And at the end of the day, it is only your attitudes and perceptions and beliefs about your own life that creates your life anyway. So you're the creator of your own life. You have your own ball of clay that you're molding into what it is that you're becoming. I remember a story that was told about Moses going to the mountain and seeing the burning bush and saying, "What shall I call you?" And what we heard is the I am that I am. But when they translated it again, they realized that that's not what it said. It said, I am that which I'm becoming. You are source energy. Whether you like it or not, there was nothing else to create everything out of but source itself. And you were given this ball of clay to mold yourself. So this is a self journey. It's not about what's happening in the world and what they're doing over here and over there, what they're creating or convincing you or selling you on spending your awareness, your attention on what's going on in the world. It's about you creating with your own ball of clay the reality that you want in your life and to move forward with that. This is important, especially in these times, is to understand it's your own definition of yourself that is going to be the strong essence that's going to move forward. What are your beliefs? What is your desires? What is your ideas? We live in this reality that is structured by our own belief systems. Now, if your belief system allows magic to come in, you're going to have a good time. If you allow freedom to come in, you're going to have a delightful time. If you believe that humanity is limited and there's nothing that we can do, you're going to have a tough time of it, right? Because you don't have the expansion of consciousness that you need. What you need to do is simply allow yourself the freedom to create with your own ball of clay the reality that you choose. When you start to create within your own reality, you begin to see the evidence show up in the external reality to support what you're doing here. If you take a look at it, that's all that's ever gone on, is that you'll come up with an idea, you'll come up with a thing, you'll see something in the world, and you let it in, and you start molding it in your ball of clay, and then evidence shows up in the world, more and more of it, to support what you've seen or what you thought. All we need to do is focus. All we need to do is calm down and focus. Allow magic into your reality. Allow the fact that this reality is only a idea that you're living right now, and that you have your own ball of clay to construct a reality that you want. Using I am statements, I am magic, I am delight, I am joy, I am freedom, starts opening up doorways in this hard structured reality that we have created as a kind of a collective creation, when really that socialized hypnotic creation is a false reality. If you let it go and you start opening up to your own creation, what do you want to create? What do you want to do? And you start to focus on that, focusing on what you love and how you want to see things, right? Understanding that, yes, we're in contrast, that you're going to see things that you don't like, and you just move to what you do like. You just keep moving to what you do like. And you start molding that ball of clay that you have, that's your creation, because deep inside all of us, we are that source energy, still creating in the same fashion that we created since the beginning of time, from the beginning of forever. We are that. And we have just been simply convinced of a limited reality that is our enslavement. And we can pop out of that. We can introduce magic. We can introduce joy. We can introduce freedom. We can introduce other things to our own personal reality and come out of this completely and start to manifest and create in the fashion we were designed to do in the beginning. So understand that you have your own ball of clay. You have your own creation happening here. And there's lots of salesmen out here trying to sell you on their ball of clay, or on their concepts or ideas, or on control aspects of life. But they don't belong to you. None of it belongs to you. The only thing that belongs to you is this ball of clay that you were born with. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to take your focus and awareness and put into this and start molding for yourself the reality that you know is the truth for you? That's the important part you need to get. Define who you are. Step 1. Step 2 is stand in that definition of who you are and start creating. You are God and a goddess, for God's sakes. Wake up.